Uh, yeah.
That's so funny. I love the way that I can tell it's Kappa writing because like he apologizes for being mean at the end.
Yeah.
He's like, "You better do it if you feel like it." Mm.
He's like I love the way he goes about life. It's like
Hmm.
I'm a badass. Don't look at my girl. Yet I'm gonna apologize for telling you to get off Twitter because it's gonna help you.
Yeah, it's interesting dichotomy. Well, see, with Kappa, the reason why I wanted to show Kappa, like I wrote the Substack, right, Letters to Kappa, and it was a bunch of the doctrine that people misunderstand and misuse or don't even have really on here. And after you read that, he he could see through the language games.
Yeah.
And once he saw through the language games, he stopped arguing about a lot of stuff. Like he was like, "Oh, that's just bullshit. Oh, that's not worth spending time on."
That's like the same thing. Reason why I said, oh, I don't even give them the headspace if they're staring at my girl because what is the point? It's a
There was no point.
if
It,
you
it,
react, they have won, and now they own space in your head, and then they can have a tactical advantage where they could actually make a move on your girl.
like where I'm from, um, you don't know if somebody's looking for a fight. Someone's looking for an excuse.
Yeah. Like if I get you to react just because of where my eyes go, now I have a tactical advantage because I know more information about you.
It's literally how the welterweight championship changed hands. I'm not sure if you saw the knockout between Usman and Leon Edwards.
I didn't even watch it.
No, if you look at the highlight, you'll see him pay attention to. I think it's his a left punch, which isn't really a punch. It's just a motion, and he doesn't see the kick coming. It's like crazy misdirection.
Yeah, just get him to. Yeah, it's. It is
We
what it
used to call it bait in jujitsu, right?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Um, we call it a feint in the army.
Morning, guys. How's it going?
Ah, trying to. Hey, every day I wake up, I'm like, all right, so we're gonna do like an hour and a half, and we're gonna get off, and we're gonna 10 hours.
You know that's not possible. The question is, how well can you multitask at the same time? That's really what
Oh
it's
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, things are getting done in the background. But today is the day that actually has to stay to 1 hour, right?
Just
And
get
it's
your
just like
coffee, and
I have the
you know you
coffee.
need to
Yeah.
be able to hit over so like baton tossing the spaces. You
Apparently,
know.
thousands of people have like when I asked them in front of all the Twitter folks, they're like, yeah. A million people ask us for that. For whatever,
Hmm.
maybe the way they architected it makes it difficult to do that.
Yeah,
I
but that
hosted.
seems silly though.
I
I mean,
hosted.
that hot switching with calls has been around for I don't know how
Hmm.
long. You know.
I hosted a space with just a couple of people that I know from Twitter, and all we did was say, like we just kept going. It would really be nice to hand over the host roles because someone else could continue because I really need to go do something, but the space is on a roll. And we just kept saying that every like
Yeah.
25 minutes in between the conversations. Man, I really got to go do this workout, but I can't because the Twitter space is going so well. I pinned Kappa's tweet up above. Like Mike as I said, you can tell it's Kappa writing because, well, number one, I no longer log into it because I said to Kappa, I was like, I'm not even logging in, bro. He was like, so how do you want to handle like replies to comments and things? And I was like, I don't know. Like, do you want me to just at the end when I give you like the testimonial? I was like, he did replies to comments for extra, and like then you can add that as like.
So let me extrapolate here a little bit. So I take it Kappa's going through your program then, yeah?
Well, so I haven't put him through the program. I said I will give you the opportunity to run all the marketing for Win the War, and then he was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah," because so apparently no one would give him an opportunity. No one would pay him to do the opportunity, or even give him a free opportunity to do copy for them,
What?
so that he could get a testimonial.
Dude, I got 40 startups over here. Come on in.
I was like, I already took the opportunity, Dan. Fucking
Damn, Zach, you're
off.
always like, I feel like you're always going to be in front of me with like to monetize. Somebody will be like, hey, and your space online, I'll be like, wait, what was that? And then like before I know it, you'll like sell that space. Like, Dan, I got it covered. You know, all I know is just pick up my tab at the bar, asshole.
Don't worry, Dan. When it comes to technology, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I need Dan.
Okay, yeah, you need me for something other than just to make you laugh and then get into the restaurant.
Well, so I just gave him the login and everything, and I was like, all right. And
Well, that's
so
great.
it was like 4 days ago I gave him the login. He hadn't posted anything in 3 days. And so Mike and I just kept going like, yeah, it'd be really nice if someone would like do work, especially when you give them a free opportunity, like to take advantage of like.
I run into that all the time, man. I give people chances. I put this kid in play. He's like, he can either make $15 an hour flipping chicken, or he can, basically, I told him, I'll give you 15, but time with me will be basically 50 an hour, because I'm going to like put you on the startup and that startup, and you'll have that experience. You know what I mean? But
he's now on 12 posts a day.
Well, that's crazy. I mean, I would just put that in buffer and say, what else? Go back to the strip club, dude. I got you covered. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
We're now waiting to see how long he can sustain this blowing of his load.
Well, he's probably he's kind of like the kid I got. Like, unless I'm explicit with him, he doesn't. I mean, Kappa is kind of big on the. He's like in the Shaolin Temple, but he doesn't know why he's there. You know what I mean? So, if he doesn't know exactly, I hear what you're saying. You're kind of like, but all you're doing is letting them know every day how many people died in the courtyard, right? Isn't that all you're doing? It's like, like we had 40 people die yesterday when you didn't do anything. We had 2 bar mitzvahs. We had another 780 people die.
That's what I did with KC. I'm like, hey, KC, how's your app? Yeah, because I want to introduce you to Kappa. He would really like to get a house. Do you have the link to the app? Ah, man. Hey, Kappa, you can't get a house.
Well, maybe
Right,
Kappa's not a marketer. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't come across to me as a marketer.
So Kappa is actually doing a bunch of the posts, and he's engaging with people. He wasn't for the first like 3 days.
Well, good.
So now he's doing, but now Mike and I are seeing that he's doing too many posts. And so like now it's like he's just overloading, saturating the market. Plus, I don't know. We'll see how long he can keep the creative, innovative thought process to do that many posts in a day.
Just remember, he's doing that on your brand, man. So, like, you might want to make sure that he learns how to paint outside before he learns how to paint in your house.
If the Win the War account and restart, it's only got like 200 followers. Like,
oh, I see what you're saying. All right, so it's good enough experimental stuff. Okay,
that's why I said to him, I was like, look, like, really on Twitter, I am the brand, right? Like, people interact with me more than they do the company. So it's a really good chance for you to try to get my tone right because you interact with me enough. So now we can say, look, like, I was able to match this person's tone and build their brand while they were building their personal brand. So I was like, yeah, dude, let's I'll give you that opportunity. Fuck it. So
it's good, man. It's good of you to give folks chances. I do the same thing. It's hard to do sometimes, but we do it.
Peter, what's the latest?
Hey.
Not much. A couple views. I'm literally just working, so it's kind of like in that mode at the moment where I go to work, I come home, I do whatever, and I go to sleep. I hate it.
Working on the roof, or
Yeah, pretty much. Just always putting up roofs 24/7.
Well, I was going to say hi, but my husband is heckling me. But good morning.
I am going to get onto the rower, so I will talk to everyone later.
Oh, we won't hear that
Hey,
small scoop.
Zach, how many calories are we looking to burn this morning? I just want to make a note on my sheet here as you burn. How many calories we're working down?
I don't do it by calorie. I'm just going to do 45 minutes with 1 minute of going as hard as I can, and then 2 minutes of just rowing.
You know, I want to row. Row seems like a simple thing to do for a big, tall guy that doesn't like cardio, right? You just put the rows this way, and then you lean them back this way. You extend your legs because obviously you want to push off there. Is that something I should think about, or
yeah, it's probably the best cardio you can get. It's a full body workout,
okay,
and really you don't get, especially for bigger guys, tall guys, you don't get the knee pain as you would from like running or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
the problem I have is that if I get like yet another workout machine in this house, like the divorce rate skyrockets. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just get like every time I like see the boats like 6,000 G, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's what I want to do. I just need to work on, because I'm just a big guy. I'm huge clay.
I'm trying to get the M9, the new like stair stepper elliptical. Because I want a stair stepper really bad, but I just like don't want to buy that whole machine. Really, what I would love to have is one of those Jacob's ladders, the like ladder that just keeps continuously rolling.
Yeah, I think
that's
sometimes just so you and I want to hang out in the gym while you like just keep climbing into heaven while we just hang out and talk. Like I think I would want to sip like a martini, so you would have some crazy bubble drink, and we would just chat with you while you're climbing effortlessly into the sky. That'd be perfect.
Well, back to the original comment. Yeah, rower is try it out. Like just find a gym that has it and try it out and just see if it's
oh yeah.
And then just don't do what most people do and they just put the resistance all the way up to 10 and then just try that. Like water is around a 5. So anything higher than a 5, you're going crazy.
Crazy fun facts with Zach. All right,
you're rowing through oatmeal at that point.
Good morning.
Yo, blockchain things, guy. What's going on?
There, how's that? Good morning.
Nice. What's going on?
I was up in and I just woke up and I'm way behind. Yeah.
We can all get caught up in it.
Good morning. Around 2 or 1. We were still in that space until 2. I think.
Oh, which one?
Last night, like a couple hours.
I fell asleep and woke up, and the thing was off.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I read silence and shut down for you.
I don't know what happened. I don't know how it shut down even. I just woke up and I looked over. I'm like, oh, the Twitter Space is closed. I don't remember closing it. I wonder how it got closed.
Yeah, it was funny too because there was like 4 of us that still had microphones, and the room was kind of filling up. It was pretty funny.
Dude, when I look back, sometimes there's like 400 people that walk through here at any given time. Nuts.
Welcome to social media.
I think we have a very high bounce rate, you know, because people are like, oh, look, the syndicate, dicks and sandboxes, and they're like, what? And then they close it out immediately, you know.
The bounce rate. I like that.
Yeah,
That's a new metrics. The bounce rate.
yeah, yeah. They use that for websites.
Yeah, it's not new.
Oh, only new to me.
Speaking of metrics, my the latest post I made on Instagram has had the most likes of images that I've done, because mainly like my audience is targeted towards videos, I feel, because of where the blow up happened. But it's also had the most amount of like unfollows. It's just like this sharp bump on unfollows. I'm not too fussed about it, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it's I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think just people are just deciding if after the Joe Rogan they still like the other thing you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But it's hard not to take it a little bit personally, because it's like,
yeah,
oh,
of course.
you don't like what I do otherwise. Well, fuck you.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like I can't take it too
Yeah.
seriously, because
It's fame too
it's minor.
soon, man. Yeah, a lot of ways, if you get blown up, it's like the last thing you need to do is sort of overanalyze the percentages of it, because now you're kind of stuck in its wake, right? So now it's no longer yours because you're seeing the. I don't know. I feel like you got to find a way to separate yourself from the media side of it, because if you don't, then you're always going to be sort of its bitch. You know what I mean? I don't want to be its bitch. I want to go and create. I want to think that there's 300 followers out there that maybe may or may not like what I have to say. Like, just that alone is like enough for me to create another 10 pieces of art to tell those people off, right? I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know.
because it's like a ratio. The more people who want to react to something, your ratio increases for that, either or
Yeah.
expression. So if you're going to piss people off, that means that, exponentially you've had a bigger
It's
reach.
actually the same conversion in a lot of ways. If you piss a bunch of people off, they give you the same sort of energy wake of mattering. You matter as enough for them to separate themselves from you, right? Or what they
Right.
think they
If
separate
if
themselves from you,
if you
although
don't
they come back and stare at you.
if you don't if you don't care if the frequency is disorganized or organized, I guess it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. It's still energy.
So
Yeah.
so I've been recently using the Wombo and doing fan art for different projects and just
Cool.
capturing. Yeah, I go in and capture the latest NFT drop, throw it through Ramp Window, and then
Yeah.
repost that up.
It's cool,
So
man.
it's been engaging with people for sure.
Yeah, for some reason, Wombo, I mean, it has a particular look and feel that you can identify across all the AI work.
Yeah.
For some reason, it maybe the data set that it's reaching or something is uh, it shakes out to be the least confusing visually.
I see what you're saying. It kind of takes out the noise and things that would smooth things out. I think a lot of that would
Well,
depend on the filter, maybe. I
Well,
mean,
it could be the filter, yeah, because you ask for filters, and so I recognize the black light, right away, or the different filters that come up on top of your selections. But I've gotten to the point where I recognize the different um, types
yep.
of AI applications, and then you can sometimes even recognize the data set
Yeah.
the stuff that it's getting. If you're going for a very narrow niche, you can really narrow it down and actually identify specific photographs and art that go with it.
Yeah, I started playing with Stability AI's Stability Diffusion last night. At their Dream Art, some new sort of program that I sort of created on that. It's kind of fun to play the different variations of programs that people create, and the various ways they sort of approach the usage of time that you have on them, between sort of,
Right. I like to ask the same prompt across all the different
yeah,
types and see what result that you get, because there's just a style. It's like being in a, like a figure drawing
yep,
class with a bunch of painters.
yeah. And I still feel like I'm not really using it to the fullest extreme. I feel like what I do is sort of like make examples, and then once
Yeah.
I kind of like make a ton of art, and I put it up on a 55-inch screen, and I go through all of it and go, okay, which of these things are part of this theme?
Hmm.
And now I can go back in and potentially redo that show, but do it
Right,
at the
because you can pull
right.
a thread
Yep.
throughout
Yep.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
The one thing that interests me is when I ask my AI persona, shard, whatever you want to call it, for a prompt, I get something, and it's, to me, it seems really basic and kind of blah, a little bit like young adult fiction, you know.
Yep.
But the stuff that I get back, it's like the AI knows exactly how to ping those ideas where I am clever, too clever with my words, and the AI doesn't really get what I'm after.
I don't know. I find with Midjourney, I really love expressing just like poetry, or I think it's really great for visualizing and capturing song lyrics.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
used it for.
yeah,
is song lyrics, old albums,
yeah,
from like well, I don't want to talk about time here, but
yeah,
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 obscure shit.
yeah,
And it's like, whoa, this is even a better, this is
yeah,
way better album cover than the stuff
yeah.
that they came in with. But
Well, I
yeah,
noticed with like Midjourney, it one thing that sucks is, and I mean, I think there is a fine line between artful exploration of, like Midjourney has so many words that are banned because they don't want people to do, horrific pornography on it, right? But
mm,
because they choose that, they really diminish a lot of what you could capture. And so you have to use a
mm,
lot of words that aren't specific words that still go for that. But then you also see how the AI is restricted. It can't, you know what I mean?
right.
It sucks in a way because it makes me want to find where is the AI artist that can draw a nude? Can I talk to him or her?
Well, I actually, I was working with this guy who's an older fellow. I think he's like almost 80, who's been doing this kind of stuff for a long time. And he had direct, I think it was, what is that? Is it Clip or
Yeah, clip.
GAN?
Yep.
Yeah, he was working directly with them, doing the direct coding. And he had photographs of like nipple piercings and, things that are a little triggering, just right out of the gate. And he would put it in there, and holy shit, the horrific stuff, and of course that
Yeah.
was what he was after. And the more disturbing and fractured, well, not fractured isn't exactly the word,
Yeah.
it's more like melted.
Yep.
um, but yeah, it's
What sucks is that we sort of, like what's foolish about us is that we think if we remove the extremes, we'll diminish the person's ability to go that state,
no, no,
and
no,
that is
no.
completely not true. You know what I mean? The
No,
person
no,
still
that's the
goes there.
whole the Saturnian challenge. Oh, you're gonna limit me? You're gonna give me a set of rules?
Yeah.
Let's see. How can I
Yeah.
get around that?
But not only that, I also feel like it's sort of like, we're going to take this part out of society because we don't want you to have that. And what actually happens then is that
It festers.
it festers, and then the one image that shows the lone girl that looks out onto the docks, right? And we think, oh, that's artistic. That becomes the new martyr spot for every person that can express.
Well, it's a little like, what was that artist that did all the unicorns and ponies for that whole generation? Lisa Frank.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's like that. It's like the way prog rock turned. It has it's no meat, it's all veg.
Yeah.
And as much as I flirt with a vegetarian diet, it just doesn't work for me, and I need a little gristle, a little
Yeah.
throbbing gristle. to make another punk reference. But anyway,
my friend loves them so much, and every once in a while, he'll be like, I gotta hear this Chris and Cozy. I'm like, all right.
oh well,
Yeah.
some stuff really holds up, some stuff does not. I did find a live performance that they did of Discipline on YouTube.
Yeah.
But the marching music for Psychic Youth, man, that was just a pinnacle album for sure.
Lauren, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so we're in day 2 of retrograde Mercury destruction. Is that true?
Look at you. Yeah. So y'all better watch out. You better hide.
I was indoors all day yesterday, but stuff still went south. I mean,
Oh my
it
gosh.
went
I've
really
been
south.
dealing with this orb for several days prior. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
so everyone's purging right now. So if you guys have ever watched The Purge, it's like that, kind of.
So
Except
I
for
had
people
people,
aren't murdering people, hopefully, but it's bad.
I
Really
had
bad.
people like sort of purge me out of their life. That's the same thing. Like they don't want anything to do with me. Is that similar to like a purge?
Yeah, it's very similar. And I'm sitting here with some ladies, so you guys should say hi. This is my best friend Lauren, of like
Hey, Lauren.
hi, my whole life since I was a little kid. And then there's Lexi,
Hey, Lexi.
and then there is little Miss Annabelle. Say hi.
Annabelle.
Say hi.
Aw, Annabelle's cute.
She's so cute.
Aw.
We're hiding from people for the purge. We're making
Well, that's
eggs
good.
and we're growing sunflowers, and that's about it.
Oh, that's cool. Sunflower morning. Huh.
Yeah,
That's nice.
it's real nice.
Hey, good morning, Lauren.
Good morning. How are you, Casey?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Late start to the day, having a hard time waking up. But I was curious. You got my DMs. Did any of that help at all?
Oh, let me remind myself. Hang on. I just woke up, by the way.
Fair. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. It's not popping up.
It's not important. No big deal.
I'm sure it did. I'm just trying to remember. And I literally just woke up. But the
Yeah.
good news is that it's the morning.
I was
And
about to say the good news that you just won by getting up. So
yeah,
congratulations. You made it another day. That's what we're doing. Good job.
exactly. And I don't know. I think it's a beach day. What do you think?
Nice.
Yeah,
If it can be a beach day, it should be a beach day.
that's what I was thinking. That was my logic.
That's sound logic. Dan, did you run that through the AI? Does the AI agree?
I can. I could run some of that through the AI. But I think experimenting with the stable diffusion thing, it's a lot more serious than Midjourney. It really wants to generate exactly what you want.
Well, you can clear energy out with the
That's true. You can clear your energy out by expressing yourself in art, right?
yeah, that's true. We're gonna go. You guys know who Edgar Casey is, right?
Nobody's got a great name.
He's got a
Yeah,
great
I
name,
know
though.
who Edgar Casey is. So
Yeah. Well, he's the sleeping prophet. He has a center out here called it's like the ARE, which is like a spiritual enlightenment
Wait,
center.
you guys don't know who Edgar Casey is? You fucking amateur.
Well, I mean, I just
At
got
least I'm not
onto his
racist.
channel
I
a
So
few weeks
just
you.
ago.
woke up
Hey,
too.
you don't know who Edgar Casey is. How dare you?
I
You've
know,
Yeah.
never had a seance
seriously, the
before. You've
American
never talked to the
father
dead.
of the new
You've never
age.
predicted the future before. He's like the
The
modern day
news familiar.
Nostradamus. What are we talking about?
Let me guess, he's Indian.
No, he's not.
Edgar Casey, come
Hold
on.
on, let me do a quick Google here.
He met with Nikola Tesla like over 900 times.
Yo, you guys don't even know, dog.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so he had a vision about where I live now, and so because he felt that like the sand here had at a certain location had healing properties, and so that's where we're gonna go to the beach.
Lauren, you need to, if you have a microphone, record these things, and I want to create videos by adding music and images to your voice. I think it'd be amazing. Imagine you told a story about Edgar Casey, and we could put some actual, like, Edgar Casey footage to it. I think it'd be amazing.
Let's do it. Yeah,
Oh
Done.
yeah. You
we'll
could
do it.
do like a whole thing like process for astral projection, past
Yeah,
life
can you imagine?
regressions,
Yeah,
all kinds of things.
look, we don't need meditation guides anymore. We need actual projection River of Styx Charon guy,
Yeah, we can do that. That'd be easy. It'd be fun.
You just send me some voice notes and I'll take care of the rest.
Okay, I can
My
do
word
that.
of advice is to keep your deity of choice in mind, whether it's Jesus or otherwise, because knowing that name or that idea will help when the bad things come.
Yeah. So how is
The Bad Things Come sounds like a movie that the Syndicate would put on,
The
like in
bad thing,
a
when
theater.
the bad things come, my 5 was my favorite.
It should be like a
Wait, is it an adult movie
multi-act
or is it
play.
a horror movie?
When the bad things come 5, yeah, they really got the production down.
Annabelle
You know,
has some advice for everybody. Annabelle, what's the advice for today? What do you want people to know?
I have a boyfriend.
Oh, tell them.
I have a boyfriend.
whoa,
Oh man! Soon you'll have AI and you'll forget about what boys our friends are.
Yeah. I don't even know why she said that. That was really funny.
wow, at least you know now.
Yeah.
Have you met this young man?
No, Annabelle, we haven't met him. We have to run him
What?
through the AI.
Yeah, you have to run him through the gauntlet, the American Gladiator.
So we have a series of tests that he has to pass. Is that okay? Tell them it's okay.
It's okay.
I wonder if one of the tests would be how well they do on the ship.
Yeah, that's a great test. Annabelle, come here. Let me teach you something real quick.
I bet
So,
her. I bet her boyfriend's name is like Edgar. And,
what is your boyfriend's name?
Annabelle Lee that lives by the sea.
Lucius.
His name's Aiden. Annabelle, let me tell you something.
Close.
When Aiden comes to play, you put him on a ship. Okay? He can only speak after you've spoken to him. Does that make sense? See ya?
Yes.
Okay. He has to bring you strawberries at 3 o'clock, okay? Is that okay with you?
If I see him today, he'll ring me.
He'll bring them to you? That a girl. Look, she's got it down. She's good.
Yes, but what is the young man's credit score?
Annabelle, what's his credit score?
You have to give him the AI. It's like, look, the lemonade stand. I'm not
What's
sure
his
if it's
credit
working.
score?
I don't know. He didn't tell me. I don't know that. What does that mean?
Lauren, I'm curious, how did they meet?
How did you guys meet? She can hear you.
Oh,
Oh, hi.
we just I give him a little kiss on the cheek, and then
You gave him a kiss on the cheek?
yep, and then he fell in love.
He fell in love with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Where did you guys meet?
At Miss Orticia's, my mom's friend's house.
Was it a party?
No, we were just watching TV, and there was a lot of kids, and we're cooking dinner thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And then he
So
kissed her on the cheek.
here's the thing, like, imagine meeting someone that articulate, that young. Can you blame the young man?
Can you blame him, Annabelle?
Uh, No, because he's my boyfriend and I love him so much.
Oh, well, that's true. That's a good point.
Wow.
This is where it starts.
At least you know.
At least you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Annabelle had an allergic reaction last night to kitty cats. And
Yes.
No.
yeah, and so
But I hold them and I didn't care and I snuggled them and sleep.
Is it worth having allergies when the cats are so cute?
Yeah, they were so cute. I just want to snuggle them.
and Annabelle, you're having an allergic reaction. She's like, no, I'm not, but she knew she was.
How many cats do you want to have, Annabelle?
I want to have 4. Because I will feed them and my mom can feed them.
What do you think they
I'm gonna name the first one Bella, and I'm gonna name the second one Rosie, and this one's a boy. The third one I'm gonna name Edith, and then I'm gonna the last one is a boy, and I'm gonna name him Mike.
Oh, wow. You know what my name is?
What?
Do you know what my name is?
Mike.
You got it. Wow, you're psychic.
She is. Why do you think I hang out with her?
Oh, that's where you get all your ideas. You're just like, what do I say now? Right? Wow. It sounds like you have a new host. It's like you're training hosts now.
I am. That's what I do. We were traveling the ether last night. She asked me last night, what did you say, Annabelle? What's on the other side of that wall? What did I tell you was on the other side of that wall?
A whole nother universe.
What did you imagine was the other side of the wall?
Uh, a chocolate volcano, like Candyland.
Where's the first place you would go in Candyland?
What do you say?
What's the first place you would go to in Candyland?
First I think Land.
Chocolate Land. It's a good stop.
Chocolate
Yeah.
Land.
How do you get around? Like, what do we ride?
We ride cars.
What kind of cars? What are they made of? We're in Candyland.
Chocolate?
Chocolate cars? So I could just eat your engine?
Yeah.
If you made a chocolate car, wouldn't it melt when it was driving because of the heat? How would that work?
Well, I can just build it again.
Very great perspective. If the car melts because of the heat, you could just make another one. Why? Because you're in Candyland.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is it? It rains gumdrops?
Yeah, and I can make little like gumdrops on it, like a cooler car, like a rainbow car.
Rainbow cars are cool.
Can this chocolate rainbow car fly?
Yes.
The reason I ask is because I heard that there is treasure at the end of the rainbow. Is that true still?
Yes.
Incredible. Who do you think, if you could have 5 people to come with you to Candyland, who would you bring?
I would bring my hamster and my mom.
That's 2. What about you have to bring 3 other people?
And my sister. Actually, Lexi.
Lexi's my daughter.
Ah, so we almost have a full crowd. Who would be the last one? Hamster, you, Mom, Lexi.
Mom.
You already said mom. What about me?
You.
I can come.
I'm
Dang,
just
the
sitting
rest
right
will
beside
laugh.
you.
Yep. Did you say? See, that's Genesis. That's Peter. That's Dan. Do you like their pictures?
Yeah, they're cool. There's a unicorn.
Yeah, that's Mike.
Mike is a unicorn in real life. It's weird.
That's the talking unicorn.
I'm a talking unicorn.
That's true. That's a true thing about Mike.
Wow.
Do you want to bring Mike to Candyland?
Yes.
All right, you got to kick someone off. Who are you gonna kick off?
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm. You got to kick someone off, but then you get to bring in Mike, the talking unicorn.
Elizabeth, she'll come back
Okay.
from house and then she'll go back to she'll go land into her
Is that your sister?
house.
Who's Elizabeth?
My hamster.
Oh, your hamster. Okay. She's gonna take her hamster off, and she's gonna bring Mike, the
Oh,
talking unicorn, instead. That's really sweet.
is it possible for us to bring back candy for our hamster?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I don't want your hamster to feel left out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Genesis can sing you a song. He's the circle, so he's a circle cowboy.
I see. Music.
You see music in him?
Yeah. See, there's little dots better there.
Yeah. And Dan, that's who you see in all the TVs. Like, you know that voice that you hear in the TVs? That's Dan right there.
How you doing? It's good to see you, Annabelle. Are you thinking about getting on TV and coming into a cartoon someday?
Yeah. Yes, but will I want to be when I grow up a singer.
All right, I'll go ahead and write that down here. You want to be a singer? What else?
I want to be a teacher.
All right, put it down on the sheet here. You're going to be a teacher and a singer. Where are you going to live?
I'm gonna live like in a teal house, like in like I would live in a teal pretty house inside.
All right, first thing I wrote down was a teal house and now two houses. All right. All right, Annabelle, let's go into your second last category. What kind of boyfriend are you going to have that lives with you in these beautiful houses?
Mm,
He said, what kind of boyfriend are you going to have?
my one that I already have, Aiden.
Nice, all right. Well, that's awesome. You said Annabelle. That's great.
Yeah.
I was thinking that you guys should use some type of cool algorithm for and correct these dating websites.
If we have the collective power to design the dating website that you thought would be productive for society, what would that dating site be able to do, or what would it not do or avoid?
I don't know. So like
It would basically be Google Maps, and it would just navigate me to the cupcake store.
they already have that. No, like I just signed. So okay, the guy to girl ratio here is ridiculous. So I signed up because I got off dating websites and I was just like for a long time I'm like I'm not doing that. It's gross. But I was like whatever. I moved. I guess I'll give it a shot again. I kid you not. I set up a profile, and within 1 hour, I had 450 people that were trying to like have me match with them. And I was like, good Lord, it would take me like 2 years. Like that's
What if you had? I think of this as a recruiter, right?
yeah.
So there's a job to fill, right? The
Yeah.
challenge is that the vast majority of suitors are lying to you, right? And so, I come in as the recruiter and say, all right, we've had about 6,000 applications. Now, the first 5,000 we can wipe away, right? Those are just bots. Now, of these 100, these are the top 7 suitors
Well,
based on your tweet.
yeah, I just sent you a screenshot. There's over 900 people now because I just checked it and I just made it. I
So you're
I wish I
popular.
had that
What?
being
FOMO,
a
All
right?
you're
woman.
saying is that you're popular. Okay, then what?
so now I got to narrow it down. But I'm not going through 900 people. Like that's ridiculous.
Well, we need
I
a
think you
type
should just.
form, right? We need to do some lead qualification.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it should be like a three-punch statement. You know what I mean? Like the statement should state one thing and then subtly imply something else and then end with a finish. And then based on how they react, decides whether or not they go to the next round.
You know what? That's a great point. If you could give them a prompt, like instead of prompting an AI, what if you prompted the suitor? And depending how they answer,
Tell
Mm-hmm,
them to
mm-hmm.
send you feet pics, and if they send you feet pics, delete them.
No, I'm not asking them that. Well, there's already prompts. Like it's just so boring. I'm already over it.
uh,
Like so it's Bumble, right? And on Bumble the girl has to like
Mm-hmm. Do all the work.
yeah, and I'm over it. I
Today's
haven't even
woman needs a
I
good
haven't
man.
even had it for 24 hours. Not even and I'm over it.
but what if you had like in India, we have matchmakers, right? Like that's the
Yeah.
reason that
You guys can be
arranging.
my matchmakers. This is gonna
Yeah.
be good.
So
Yeah, I'll be your
what if
I'll be your subject.
we'll do an arranged kind of dating,
Okay,
not
excellent.
arranged marriage, but arranged dating.
Okay, you guys,
All
I
right,
will be your first customer.
sounds good. And if we build this, then we can uh, capitalize it together and
Yes.
then release it.
Okay, well, I'm head of the kinks department, so can we go ahead and get the kinks down, and then I'll go ahead and get them distributed.
Well, the thing is, just because they don't move forward in the interview process doesn't mean we can't find them another place, right?
You saying you want to do A/B testing on Lauren's desirability with a larger bundle
Well,
of matches?
if we discard 99.9% of the matches, what do we do with those discarded matches, right?
Well, you can go
You're,
pee at these matches.
They should be
Well,
recycled for other women.
you understand, right? Right? We're looking for hands and gloves.
there's too many
I'm
people.
focused with that.
Like,
I'll slow it down.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots.
all right, so how's this gonna work?
So I think the first thing is um, maybe we could just figure out, like, get on a call or like scroll through some of the matches. And what I would do is
Can I
just get
share my screen?
yeah, that would be great.
That'd be
We'd
great.
figure out a way
But
for you to share your screen.
Michael, you'll have another issue with the data set, though. We don't know the current state of Lauren. Like, we don't know how stressed Lauren is, and given her applicability or openability for potential engagement, right? In other words, you can only if you're analyzing the one data set of them, but you still don't know if you have a baseline Lauren, you don't know like her. You know what I'm saying?
No, keep going. I want to understand.
What I
I'm
think, what
saying
I
you
think
should
he's trying to say
baseline
is
Lauren
that
after.
like the hypotenuse of the triangle is
Yeah,
a
Brad's got this.
metaphor for the color purple.
Well, Brad, all we're saying is, and I think Brad would agree here, is unless you do a baseline understanding of the foundation of the current um, interoperability of the current side of the data set, right? So we don't know Lauren's state. So we don't know what she's going to be applicable to. So when you go through the other applicants, you could be unfairly, throwing away data points that could be applicable, but we don't know the
Any
current state.
anything
Yeah,
we
well,
do
I'm
is gonna
definitely gonna
throw out.
throw. I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna throw. Like, there's too many.
we're gonna have to do this. We have to understand that we will be executing the type B error of removing things that should have been included in the data set. I think, though, that by doing this once, we're going to discover where all the bodies are buried, and then we can generalize from there. So,
Well,
for example,
I'm with you on that. I just don't want to overly just
Well, to
generalize,
test it
Lauren's
too.
body when full well she probably has a lot of things she doesn't want to generalize.
Yeah. Well, my best friend Lauren here is single as well. So you guys, so they're
beautiful.
super.
2
Lauren, they're
data
super
points,
smart, and they're
2
going.
points,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
And
no,
they're
beautiful.
going to set up a dating website because I
There we
showed them
go.
my Bumble.
I also
I
think
showed
that
them that there was too many people.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that there's an Annabelle factor here too. Like I think we should use Annabelle as the truth lens of Lauren. Like we can't ask Lauren for the
That might
truth.
be interesting. Yeah. No,
So we're
that's
gonna have to rely
She'll
on
do
probably,
that.
Annabelle
yeah,
for the
you
truth.
understand.
Annabelle, do you want to pick out my boyfriend?
Yes, but I don't know which one.
Actually, can I talk to Annabelle for a second?
Sure. Here.
Annabelle, how is Lauren doing?
Good.
Describe your mom in a movie. Describe your mom as a favorite movie.
No, wait. Her mom or me?
Well, whatever. I thought you guys were related, but
No.
describe Annabelle. Describe Lauren as a movie.
He wants you to describe. So if you had to explain me, like how I am, what movie do I remind you of?
Yes.
You remind me of your voice. It is kind of the same of Tiffany, Chucky's wife.
I totally didn't get that. What is it? I was golden.
Did you hear what she said?
No, tell us.
Okay. Lauren has the same voice as Chucky's wife, Tiffany. Like, it sounds familiar.
Annabelle, you're going to do so much to help Lauren over the next coming weeks. There's a lot to get through. So, Annabelle, here's how this is going to go down. We're going to try to sort through the many suitors, but Annabelle, I need you to be a constant barometer of who Lauren is. We just don't know. Okay, you're doing great.
Okay.
I am on the images for this.
If I was in a princess movie, what princess movie would I be in?
Frozen.
Frozen. Cool. I'll take
Was in.
Yeah.
Elsa.
Because of Elsa.
Okay.
Because she's whiter than Christmas time.
Ah, all right. Well, that's kind of cool.
Well, let's see what she thinks about these ones. Come here, Annabelle.
Mhm.
Art, do you want me to talk to any of these? Or any of these?
Annabelle, when you look at the guy's photographs, the thing you should be thinking about is, do I want to meet them? That's what you got to ask yourself. If
Yeah.
you want to meet them, and if you do, then they're okay. If you don't want to meet them, then just look at her and look away, okay?
I want to meet them.
He's too young for me. No.
Hey, Annabelle, can you tell which of those guys owns a Ferrari?
That.
You can't say you want to meet everyone.
Pick the guy who looks like he owns a Ferrari.
Don't crush this girl's perception of reality yet. You know him.
Okay, pick the guy who looks like he owns a Lamborghini.
I don't know what's a Lamborghini.
Do you guys want me to record this? Us swiping?
Yes, please. Yep. And
I'll
maybe
shoot out a match.
if she's looking at the picture, she can say, "You just look at her face, right?" And if there's like a wince, then it's swipe left. But you know what I mean? It's not so much in what she says, but just the reaction.
Got it.
I think that's when I got mine, or 8. Or, yeah, no, it's at the end of, or the summer before I.
We're not swiping right on anyone.
Yeah, if you can record your screen while you're doing the swiping.
That's what I'm doing, just for you.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Like this one's no.
So, are you looking for Mr. Right or Mr. Tonight, Lauren?
I'm not a Mr. Tonight kind of gal. And
Okay.
I'm not and Mr. Right is kind of like, well, what are the odds, right? So
But if
True.
but if Mr. Right were to descend out of the heavens onto Earth, now would be the right time.
yeah, let's go for it.
Are you seriously? These guys got to
I didn't
descend?
mean to match with that one.
It took 2
Shit.
steps to manipulate you into changing your answer, Lauren. You need to do better.
Oh, I matched with this guy before.
Look, you got to understand, answers are fluid, Brad. Thanks.
Oh, I have.
Exchanging
Hey,
fluids
that was
already.
a compliment for you.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, I made you something.
Mm.
Yeah, it's about 10,000 babies in a tissue.
I spent. Did you make food?
Where'd she go?
Hungry.
Come on, that was fucking funny, Mike. You
Going
dick.
through all these matches, it's like exhausting. See, this
You
is
know, Lauren, we get your humble brag. You're pretty.
no, I didn't mean it like that. It's not because I'm pretty. It's because there's the guy to girl ratio here is ridiculous.
Well, here's the
There,
thing. Like what we do here in the syndicate is just matchmaking.
that's what I'm
Correct.
saying.
It sounds complicated because people use too many words. It's just matchmaking. All finding people jobs, introducing people, it's all matchmaking. So the most powerful thing here's the thing. Most people meet their mate in university. That's where people get married, right? And so what happens if people aren't either in school or not doing their masters? Well, how do they meet people who are on their level? They come to the syndicate. So if we can extend what we're doing, getting people jobs for getting people jobs, you know what I mean? We're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, we can't just keep approaching relationships from the sort of same old stylistic manner of reality. We should embrace the syndicate is about the horizon, the future of relationships. That's what it's about.
All right.
What's the
So
future of
we
relationships?
want to hear your pitch. So my friend Lauren here, she's my best friend. We met when we were in elementary school. I haven't seen her. Yeah, I haven't seen her in 4 years. We just had our first sleepover since I moved away to South Carolina. Um, and she's also single. And so I want you guys to help me pitch to her why we should get her to go out on a date.
Well, I mean, first of all, we need a lot more pieces of data here. What age are we talking about? Are we in 20s?
Why is it
Lauren,
embarrassing?
what if you
They're in
Well, I
their.
mean, it
She's
has
in their.
everything to do with like what
what
They're
you're
in their
looking for.
30s and 40s.
we could what if you had a Twitter space and then for all these folks who are messaging you could set them to Twitter space and you
Oh
could
my
just
god,
rapidly
that's such a good
evaluate
idea.
them. There you go.
Well,
But
I was
I mean,
talking to
someone's single
Kristen.
for a reason. You know what I mean? Girls are single for a reason.
What do you mean we're single for a reason?
I mean, I just feel like you can.
Hey, Mike. While Dan digs himself out of the hole
Sure, why
at
not?
that
This is from
sentence,
all.
look at
All right,
the thing
right.
I posted in the nest.
Okay, wicked.
I don't know. Seems like a girl can get whatever she wants whenever she wants.
Dan's
I mean,
nylon
we
is not
can.
good. Hemp rope is good.
That looks good. Lauren, what kind of man do you want? That's fine. They're smart. They're just funny. Using. I like funny. Okay, funny. All right, she's running away from me. She's nervous.
No, all right. Sorry, Lauren. I didn't mean that. I was being a doof, and I have a love and hate relationship with relationships. So there.
Me too. She said me too.
Yeah, they never work out as much as I'd like them to. I always want to have like put all the transparency in the first meeting. You know what I mean? Hi, how you doing? I'm fucked up. I really would love someone to hang out with on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and grab pizza. Sometimes I don't want to talk at all. Other times I want to get down because I have extreme kinks. I really like the cars and craft work, but I haven't really heard them
Just
in a
like
long
a
time. You
walking
know what I mean?
paradox. Is that what they call
Hey
it?
there, Rob, guy with your hand up. Whoa. Sorry, I stuttered. Go ahead,
Lauren,
next.
why are you running away from me?
Morning.
But now hold
This
on.
Rob guy's got something to say.
How you guys doing this morning?
Fucking high as a kite and twice as
Are you a
fucking
meat dude?
fluffy.
Dude, I haven't even smoked yet. What are you smoking over there, dude?
Lemon OG.
Oh man, that's some sweetness. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful thing.
I went and bought an ounce of it at the weed store. Jesus.
So, I'm quite sure that I'm too old, but I guess I'm curious about if this woman is interested in finding someone, why isn't she throwing herself out there? How come she's letting somebody else make the choices for her?
What are you talking about, Willis?
Because women are stupid and we don't respect them.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hey, I didn't say that.
It's a fucking song. Don't you guys know the song? It's fucking
No.
hilarious.
It's so funny because this whole interaction is
It's
like,
like
I
a
wonder why women can't meet men. And it's like, oh, this is why.
If I'm interested in someone, I'll pursue them myself. Then that way, if it doesn't work, then I'm the only one that knows, not the whole world. Right?
It's been a long time since I liked anybody, Rob. I'm just being honest.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I had to end a relationship because my wife cheated on me twice.
See? That's the problem, man.
Well, I mean, it's like the
Every
first
time you get
time.
into a relationship with somebody, the other person realizes that every human on earth has genitals.
Well, I
And then
mean,
it's
I
over.
gave this woman everything. I bought her a house. I give her a good life. I was good to her. But she was honest enough to tell me that she had other ideas. And this was after almost 13 years of marriage.
What did you learn, Rob? What
I
was the
learned
takeaway?
that once a cheat, always a cheat.
Well, there we go. There's the lesson. That's useful.
But I I went through the phase just like other men. I blamed everyone and women are the problem, but that's the truth. The problem was she wasn't honest with me. She couldn't be truthful with me. And even when she cheated the first time, I forgave her. And when she did it again, I mean, that's it. We're done. Have a good life, but you ain't getting this house. And she didn't.
Sherry, did you ever cheat on somebody and try to steal their house?
No, I've never cheated on anyone or been cheated on. I've been quite blessed in that way. But I
Did you
just
ever try
woke
to
up from
steal
a.
somebody's house?
No, I bought my own house. Don't need to steal one. I've got my own house.
I wonder how you steal a house. I put it in my pocket.
Well, I
I think
mean,
I
what
think a
I
lot of women have children to a man who's wealthy, and then just kick the guy to the curb and they take the house. I think that's how it's
Joke's
done.
on you, Sherry. I'm impotent.
It's all right. I'm not looking for a house. I just woke up from a dream. And like in this dream, I was in Japan and I had a brand new limousine and I had a white man as a driver and I paid him in vegetotherapy. What does it mean, guys?
You paid him in what?
It's a type of massage that I do, and I gave him a neck, face, and scalp massage as payment. It was a really weird dream,
I think
but I was in Japan.
I don't have a goddamn clue. When Lauren came back, you should ask Lauren.
That's
I bet she
wild.
has a sensible answer. I was gonna try to make something funny up on the spot, but goddamn, I don't need to. That's weird as shit.
I think
I love that you just
people
come
have.
into here and just tell us this dream that you had. That is wild. That is so me as well, though. I do that to my friends all the time.
I just woke up and I thought, I'll just open Twitter Spaces and then put my hand up. And sorry to hear your story, Rob. Some people are just cunts. It is what it is. But I haven't hurt you yet.
Oh no, I'm not saying that you have or anything, but I noticed that those two women that are in here, they're now gone.
Well,
So how
Lauren
can you
came
take
back.
what they
She's
were
in here.
saying seriously at all?
Well,
Lauren's
there are
here.
horrible people out there. There are vampires out there, so you've got to be
Well,
careful.
also
It
keep
ain't
in mind
that.
that like
That's true.
we
There are
we have to
vampires
act.
out there.
Well, I
Hey
mean,
Lauren, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm not gone, Rob. I'm right here. And I'm not a
okay, I'm
cheater.
sorry. I don't have my glasses on because I'm trying to put on my shoes. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm far from a cheater. I've been cheated on. But yeah, that's no.
No, I didn't accuse you of being a cheater. I'm just saying what my experience was.
You were probably too kind to her and gave her too much. People don't appreciate that.
It's
And
so
when you
true.
What, being kind?
yeah, when you build your life around another person, they don't respect you. So you've got to shoot your own shit and keep your game up. And usually keeps people around. If you give them too much, they'll take you for granted.
Oh,
Truth.
you think that that's true? Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Definitely.
experienced it.
Okay.
Well, I've
Yeah.
never been
Because I
cheated
know
on.
In my experience,
that things are a lot different than 20 years ago. But I mean, yeah, you're probably right about that.
Never
So
give away your power, Rob. You keep your power. You focus on yourself and your life, and the other person should be doing their own thing, and then you enjoy each other's company. You never give everything away ever.
yeah,
You
You're giving away.
can. Look,
yeah.
I mean, you can, Jerry, if you want to. You're just choosing to.
Oh, you
It's
can for a
okay.
while. You can for a while, Dan, but you got to pull your energy back and focus on
I
yourself. You can't
know,
do it for
but there's
13
there's
years.
plenty of times in our life when
Well, I mean,
I'd
my life
prefer
could
to
have
be
been
used than to be alone.
Oh,
So,
definitely.
my
you know what I'm
life could
saying?
have been
Yeah,
And
a
yeah.
lot
we have
worse.
emotions to explore the full range of sorrow. There's a reason why you can go to the darkest of places and still
Mm.
feel the comfort of that cement floor because you have the range of depth to do that. You still have to come back to get the insight of what you need. But until you've experienced what feels like crushing love and then crushing losing, how do you have an appreciation of the full spectrum of who you are?
Yeah, it's like
very,
that. It was
very
a
true.
choose to lose.
See, I lost my father at a very young age. I was 13. And I remember when I was told my legs just gave way and I fell to the floor. I felt that very early. So maybe I have a different mindset. I can entangle with another person, fall deeply in love and surrender to that. But then I have to get back to myself at some stage because you
Okay.
can't just surrender yourself for 13 years. You've got to, that for me, that happens for a year or two where you just enmesh with the other person. You just want to be inside them 24/7. But then you have to come back to yourself and start building upon yourself and be desirable.
Hey,
I
is
agree.
that your picture there?
My photo, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, you're very beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I have been through 3 men.
You happen what?
I've
Man, I went
been
through 3 men in
3
one
men.
night one time. What the fuck are you talking about?
But I let them all peacefully and gently and let the relationship grow out. I haven't
Okay.
injured anyone.
Okay, so why did you leave?
I think she just threatened to break your whole dick off, Rob.
What do you mean by that?
She said, I've been gentle. I've left them all gently, and like I think that sounds like a little bit like a humble threat. Like I'm
Oh, okay.
feeling
So then
frisky
I
now.
shouldn't have complimented her then.
Sherry's an advanced Twitter
No, you
space
should
platform.
I don't know, man. I'm not the boss of what you should or shouldn't do. I'm just trying to provide color commentary to this boring fucking exchange.
That's true.
Well, we can change the subject, you know.
Hey, man.
And this is why we need the solution for Bumble, everyone.
I'm not trying to change the subject.
Tinder.
I'm just trying to be involved.
No,
I
I'm
don't
just
use
saying.
Bumble.
Sorry.
I don't use apps. I think apps are stupid. I mean, these potential people, if you get out there and you're on your game, they
Did
will
you
be
just
drawn
say
to you.
apps are stupid into an app?
She did.
I mean, dating apps. Good call, though. I like that. You're on the ball. You're thinking. So, I mean, like dating apps. Like, if you're out there doing your shit, you will attract the right person for that time. And I don't know about really long term relationships. If you outgrow people, you should be able to outgrow them.
Sorry. I'm just okay. Man, I'm a fan of dating relationships or dating apps because I feel like you're kind of like navigating the herd into one spot, and you at least know everyone's single, and that's where.
Yeah, I mean,
None
they're
of my
either
relationships
single
are
or
A mix of
Because
really
the two.
married.
everyone tells the truth. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone on these apps are honest, of course.
I mean, but it's the
totally,
same on
totally
Twitter.
honest.
I don't think the apps
None
are
of
bad.
Oh
Just
man,
trying
that
to
dude
address
left.
the network.
I wasn't
That's all.
trying to make fun of him. He didn't have to leave.
I think
It's
his
just like
injuries are still raw, Genesis.
nobody wants to listen to you awkwardly hit on a girl on the internet, man. That's like,
I don't know. I mean, I'm
But
totally into that.
but
Jeez,
the
I was
thing is,
listening to that for hours.
that's
think good
that's
entertainment, doesn't
why
it?
that's why I think that if Lauren held a
Shit,
space
that's
for an
half the time I'm
hour,
doing is flirting with you
right?
fuckers.
If Lauren held a space and all those people on Bumble, she just sent them invites to the space, you could just rapidly just go through people who can't have a simple conversation without, saying, wow, I love your lips. You really have nice lips,
Yeah.
Sherry. You know what I mean? Like, jeez.
This reminds me of that meme where it's like, what was it? I invited all my exes into one like chat message thing or
Oh,
whatever.
man. Hey,
Okay,
Sherry, I
if
really
you
like your
guys
tweets,
if you
you know?
guys were a female, would you date him?
would I date that guy?
Yeah,
No,
Nope.
exactly.
hard
Nope.
no. That's a
Yeah.
pass.
But the thing is there something that we could do for someone that is potentially not dateable right now? Maybe introduce them to Zach and give them the Zach dating program for men.
I just
Oh
told him
man,
I
that
gave
sounds
him the
scary.
alpha. I told
You
him to be a bit more selfish. I mean, I already gave him alpha. Whether he listens to that or not, that's
She
up to
just called
him.
it alpha, boys.
I think you guys
God
are
damn it.
forgetting that Lauren already has a program. She runs Dictatorship probably 4 nights a week, and that is her
Look, that is a way to
joint
find
program to find a
employees,
man.
you
That's
know?
her good chip lollipop.
No, that's a good way to source talent. But, when it comes to, you want to separate the ship from this, you know what
I
I mean?
really think you got to run it like a
Actually, if you
job
think about
interview.
it, doing a swingers club as a space is a great way, like before you actually get together and just
Dan,
like in the
that
real.
is not a good
No, I'm
idea.
serious. You get to know people by their tone and their personality before you
This
actually meet
this
them
is
in the
now a
real.
dating app for Dan.
Oh God, this is gonna get weird,
Wait
man.
a minute, I thought
Dan,
Twitter was a
I just imagine Dan being like a Quagmire, you know.
Get
totally
weird.
giggity. I'm a all
When are we
giggity.
doing the
Man,
swingers
God, how
club,
did you
Dan?
figure that out
Already there.
now? Giggity, giggity.
I don't know which family character I am, but Dan is definitely Quagmire. So.
So, guys, Lauren, if you're around, do you want to keep the space going by like hosting a space? I got to jump off for a call, but I really would like to see what it would happen if you message all these people on Bumble with a Twitter space link and then
Michael,
just
I will
rapidly
take
go
the
through them.
course.
I mean, I'm
just
down. I'll do
this
it.
cat
Unpacked
woman.
All right.
I'll
All
be
right, guys.
cat
I'll
woman.
take it easy.
Bye.
Bye,
But I'm
everyone.
gonna do it when you get back. You